Hey, mabuhay! My name is Jamie and I'm going to share to you is a story of a bird that have a wish and it came true and it changed his life forever. The title of the story is The Wish of the Parrot in the Cage. This is a parable from Persia. Come fly with me, come fly, let's fly away. If you could use an exotic booze, there's a bar in far Bombay. Come fly with me, let's fly away. There was once a merchant who had a beautiful parrot. So enchanted was he by how well it sang that it cared for this bird extremely well. Fly me to the moon and we could play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hands. In other words, baby kiss me. But the bird was miserable, for it had been kept inside the cage for so long. It wanted to be with other parrots and fly once more in the forest. One day, the merchant made up his mind to go to India. He asked all of his members of his household what gifts they would like him to bring home from this land. The servants named a variety of requests. Fabrics made of silk, bronze figurines, exotic spices, and pearl necklaces. The merchant did not neglect to ask his parrot what it would love. Hey, parrot, what would you like me to bring for you? The parrot did not ask for anything. He just requested that the merchant to go to the forest and look for his family and deliver his message. And his message looks like this. When you see them, describe to them what my cage looked like. And also, please tell them that I am in need of their advice. Ask them, how can we be friends when I'm inside the cage and they are freely flying in the forest? And also, I often think of the mornings when we used to flutter in and out of the trees. Tell them that the sound of their quarrelsome chatter is far more genuine than any other music. When the merchant heard this, he understood that he wanted to be free. The bird wished to get out of the cage and to be with them. But he loved the parrot so much because of the joy it brought him for many years that he could never ever set it free. The merchant arrived in India. He ventured deep into the forest and until he found the parrot's family, and he delivered his message. Hey, my parrot wants me to deliver this message. He wanted me to describe his cage, how it looks like. It is something like this. And he also asked for your advice. How can you still be friends when he is inside the cage and you are flying freely in the forest? He always think of the mornings, how you flutter in and out of the trees, and the sound of your quarrelsome chatter is far more genuine than any other music. Moments after hearing this message, one by one the parrots trembled, fell out of the trees, and died. The merchant regretted what he had done. He was deeply saddened that he was the one to be blamed for the death of the parrots in India. When he arrived home, he was still clearly in shock. He gave all the gifts to all of his household members. When the parrots asked him what is the response of his family upon hearing his message, the merchant did not answer. But the parrot insisted, "Please, tell me, I beg you." Against his will, the merchant said, "After I deliver your message, the parrots in India, one by one, they trembled, fell out of the trees, and died." Upon hearing this, his pet bird trembled, tumbled to the bottom of the cage, and died. The merchant could not believe what he had witnessed. Oh, what happened to my pet bird? Now, he unlocked the door of the cage, carefully lifted out the dead bird, and laid it to rest in the garden. All of a sudden, his pet bird awoke, stretched out its wings, and fluttered away from the merchant's house. The merchant could not believe what is happening. He said, "Oh, my pet parrot, why did you do this to me? Why did you pretend to be dead? Why did you trick me?" The pet bird, who is now finally free, replied, "The parrots of India taught me that if I wanted to be free, I should be silent. I am kept prisoner by my beautiful song. So I stopped singing, and now I know freedom." The merchant just said, "God be with you wherever you may go." And as he bid farewell to his pet bird, he said, "Someday I shall follow your example." The end. I know most of us have a wish